for next session, we have roundtable discussion, which is future of content creation, exploring AI, automation, and beyond. So, first I would like to invite Villamor, who is marketer and content creator at BaYe TV channel. Come on, guys, huge round of applause for Lian. And next we have Romain Colomer, who is experience director at Create Group. Come on, guys, huge round of applause for Romain. And we have the moderator of the session, who is Gina Margaret Tiger. Come on, guys, huge round of applause for Gina. She is co-founder for Be Digital Creative.
Good evening, everybody. So we are having a session to discuss the future of content creation. I would like to hand over to you guys to just quickly introduce yourself.
Sure, I'll jump in there. Hi, everybody. I'm Romain Colomer. I'm the experience director at Create Group. Often people say, what is an experience director? It essentially means I lead up design, front end, UX, and now AI across the agency as well. My background is in AI customer experiences, so for instance chatbots, automation, that sort of stuff, but also I ran a content agency for several years working for instance Booking.com, filming content for them, and I've done creative direction for Nike, Neon, a whole bunch of big brands, and so that's where it's all come towards content creation with AI.
Amazing.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Villamor. I'm a marketing expert from Misumi Group Inc. I'm also a content creator outside of my job. Together with my sister, I run a channel, BaYe TV channel. We do video content for travel tips and hacks and hotel accommodations. Outside of work, I also am a volunteer skills trainer for Singapore Red Cross. That's me. Thank you.
Excellent. Awesome. So, as an experienced director, Romain, what emerging AI or automation tools do you find most impactful for creating immersive digital experiences? And how do you integrate these technologies while preserving a brand's unique voice?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting question, especially when you think about a brand's voice. So you've probably all seen that recently LinkedIn, Instagram, every brand and creator starts to sound the same because they're all using AI and they're sort of just taking the first response that comes out of that. And the problem is with generative AI, you have by definition, they are creating average output because they're taking a large amount of data and they're trying to find the most quickest, fastest, easiest answer out of that. So you end up with generic output, just your average output. And so what we've done at work is create a full suite of custom GPTs in which we've created something we call collaborative chain of thought thinking. So you might have seen chain of thought reasoning is where a model will think step by step to arrive at an answer, and that'll be a little bit further than just the automatic thought. But when you inject collaborative chain of thought processes, which means that a user can give their creative input, their taste, their feedback throughout the different work processes, you end up with a much better output. So I'll give you an example of what that looks like. If you think of advertising strategy, right? There are 5 steps in advertising strategy. It's first defining what the big business problem is that you should be focusing on. Then it's, okay, well, what's the human problem behind that thing? Why don't young people want to buy Air Max shoes or whatever it is? And then from there, what's the big insight that you know about that user or that audience that'll give you a little bit of leverage to twist things? And then what's the strategic advantage that the brand has that is different from other brands or other categories? Once you put those things together, that's when you arrive at an advertising strategy. So rather than just going to ChatGPT or something like that and saying, I need an advertising strategy for Nike, instead, we've codified these processes and we're working together with our teams to create that collaborative chain of thought. So we still have the impact and scale that you can get from AI automation while still keeping that brand voice and that creative input from our teams.
Amazing. And Leanne, this is for you. In your work as a content creator, how do you balance automation tools with personal creativity to keep the content authentic And what role do you think AI plays in shaping digital content on your platform, like BaYe TV, for example?
Thank you. Okay, in our work for as a content creator for BaYe TV, we use AI tools as efficiency booster while still maintaining our authentic voice. For AI, we use it to manage all those time-consuming tasks such as editing videos, optimizing scripts, and at the same time generating thumbnails. So we use this so that we can help us understand what our what our audiences, what our viewers needs from us, so that we can be able to deliver a content that they need. And while AIs help us to streamline our workflows and leverage our work tasks, we still use our personal content and experiences as a core value for our video contents, our travel contents, so that we may be able to keep our audiences engaged. So for us, we try to keep our video contents as real as possible. So what I mean is we try to keep it relevant, efficient, authentic, and at the same time, learning every possible way the different preferences, interests, and needs of our audiences. It's like, to maintain the balance, we need to marry authenticity and efficiency so that we can keep our audiences engaged.
Right.
Yes.
Excellent. Romain, this is for you. What automation tools would you advise somebody who wants to be efficient and effective in their content creation journey?
Yeah. I was so far ahead in this in the agency that it's a little bit like asking how do you use the internet for your business. You know, it's so permeative and omnipresent. Yeah. But just as a starting point, I think the big thing that I mentioned before that people are overlooking is the power of custom GPTs. Anyone can set one up. If you have OpenAI, ChatGPT, you can go into the GPT store, create your own GPT, just like write out your processes in as much detail as possible and then ask it to talk you through those things, because just through having that sort of collaborative workflow, you'll already end up at much better work than just asking for a direct output. On top of that, for instance, in the next week or two, we are launching, I would say, the first education platform of its kind, which is an education platform where the curriculum is designed by AI, the scripts are written by AI, the questionnaires are written by AI, the pop quizzes, they're presented by AI avatars, the videos are created by AI, the music in the background is AI,
Whoa.
and the AI tutor, you can ask questions at any given point. So the entire thing is purely done through different tools that we've used in the AI space. And the funny thing is, it's actually good to use. It's not just a gimmick, it's actually a great platform. So yeah, different tools would be like HeyGen for avatars, Suno for music, OpenAI ChatGPT, Claude projects for brand tone. Yeah, that's just the ones off the top of my head.
Okay, awesome. And this question is to the panelists. What do each of you see as the most transformative trend in AI-driven content?
Do you want to start? Okay. The most transformative trend for AI-driven content creation for me is the shift towards personalized and immersive experiences. So when I say personalized experiences, here for BaYe TV, we already tried to experiment with AI to personalize our travel contents by looking into the data analytics, so that we may be able to also analyze through the location of our audiences and their engagement patterns. so that we can provide practical details such as the estimated booking costs, nearby transport options, and local dining spots for our travel content. For when we are able to personalize our data, we can ensure that we can deliver what our audiences needs so that we can keep them engaged. Another point that I mentioned is immersive experiences. So for immersive experiences, we now have the new technology like the 360-degree videos and some platform like Apple Vision Pro. In fact, that's what I was telling Gina here yesterday. I just had a demo of the Apple Vision Pro a week ago, and I was mind blown because when the demo guy turned the environment of the Apple Vision Pro into a moon environment, I was immediately transported to the moon, and I lived my childhood dream of walking to the moon. And right after that, I immediately called my sister. I told her that, hey, I can already see the future of content creation, especially in our content for travel and accommodation videos. For the future, because right now we are bringing informational content towards our viewers, our audiences. But in the future, we're going to bring them together with us to experience, to see to be there with us as we look at the rooms of the accommodation that we are showing the content, and enjoy the amenities, for example, of the accommodation that we are featuring. And at the same time, we can also bring them with us through our travels. So this is something that I can see in the future. So for content creation, we're not only giving informational, but experiential that is not only valuable, but also memorable.
Amazing.
Yes.
And this is the last question to the panel before we can open the floor to more questions. How can content creators leverage this trend and stay competitive in an evolving digital landscape?
Yeah, I'll jump in there. I think, essentially the first thing first is just educating yourself, just, running at it and grabbing it by both hands. But second of all, it's the best time to be a content creator. It's one thing I talk about at the agency. A lot of people think that AI means, all right, let's just cut costs and let's get rid of some of the stuff and really scale down. But it's the opposite. It's really a chance to scale up. Now that rather than having an animator, a designer, a content writer, now everyone can be a creative director. The whole agency can be elevated, and we can literally create a whole bunch more work. And that just comes down to learning the tools and then trying something new. And so some of the things we do at work, for instance, this Wednesday we're doing a hackathon where we're just trying to see, all right, there's no risk, create whatever you want, but let's just create something and see what we can do from it, and give people that space to do so.
Impressive. The future is only bright.
Yes, I think to add to that, I think one thing I can tell content creators to keep on top of their game is to keep educating yourself, keep being updated to new trends out there, because you should be the one to first know this technology, and you should be the one delivering this technology to your audiences, to your viewers. This is a responsibility of us content creators.
Yeah, I agree.
Any questions from the audience? Any lucky one? Anyone? So, thanks for this wonderful session. Come on, guys, huge round of applause for Lian, Romain and Gina for this beautiful session. So can we have a group photograph, please?
moderator, for the wonderful session, and let's move to the certification.
So I would like to invite Ms. Mithali for the certificate of participation. First for Lian Villamor.
So hi.
Come on guys, huge round of applause for Lian. And next we have Romain Colomer. Come on guys, huge round of applause for Romain.